Well, North Carolina, as many of us know, is home to one of the oldest mysteries, the lost colony of Roanoke Island.
And it's been almost 450 years, but we still don't know how 115 people disappeared. As Fox 46's Maureen Mortz reports tonight, for the people who live on the island, some think those missing men, women, and children may still be around.
There are stories written in ink, some told in whispers, others carved in stone. And one doesn't have to look too far to find all kinds of stories on Roanoke Island.
When you're walking through the woods at night, you feel it. It's here.
Rooted at the north end of the island is a mystery older than America herself. 400 years later, it still hasn't been solved.
The lost colony mystery, there's just, everything is here.
And while the lost colony is part of the local legends, this is a place where the past and the present blur.
I think when you have tombstones that close to you, obviously stories arise. There's a tombstone in the graveyard behind my house that says "Lost at Sea."
From the words carved in her backyard to the songs sung on the streets of Manio on Roanoke Island, inspiration is everywhere for author Angel Corey. She's known for her books on the area, but it turns out she's not the only one telling stories.
Little unexplainable things that take place.
Nobody believes my story. They laugh at me.
I've got this story that obviously I believe because I experienced it, but as soon as I hear someone else's story, I'm like, that's bullcrap. That shadow then slides out and starts sliding down the hill toward the foot of the dock.
Ask Chris Hannett how to sail or even spearfish, and he'll have all the answers. But 16 years later, he still can't explain what happened off the dock near Angel's house.
And then I hear it again, like boom, on the railing. And I jump back, and I was like, guys, let's go. And that was the first time that there was sort of like a violent feeling occurrence.
People come in for the stories at the downtown bookshop.
Do you want to just carry that separately?
But Amy Powell has one of her own.
I always used to joke to people when they'd come in to ask about stories. I'd say, well, I have my own ghost story.
She worked at another shop just a few doors over. And on evenings when she was alone, the puzzles would shake.
And nobody else was in the store. It made me wonder, why are they making noise?
Nadine Daniels thought it would be quiet living next to a cemetery.
She was giggling, and it was like she was speaking to somebody and just carrying on, and she was the only one in the bedroom.
Her 2-year-old daughter made an imaginary friend named Margaret, who turned out not to be so imaginary.
When we did open up the wall and find an envelope in it, it was addressed to a Miss Margaret, and that really freaked me out.
In every story, there comes a time
Yes, I do. My husband thinks I'm crazy, too.
when things stop seeming to be irrational.
And so we walked back up the stairs, hopped on our bikes, and just rode away. And I remember pedaling away, just thinking to myself, like, there must be things that we just don't understand or can explain.
And start to feel real.
You hear stories about ghosts and you kind of wonder if it's real, but I certainly had some experiences I don't know how to explain.
As for this story,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, since they've showed up at my house, I surely do.
maybe Manio is a place where stories don't stay buried because they haven't ended yet. Happy Halloween.
Scary. All right, that was photojournalist Jenna Kurtz and Maureen Wertz reporting for us tonight. But Brian, I almost felt like I was watching an episode of You and listening to a story for Halloween at the same time.
I know, it's kind of spooky to think about that. It was a great story, very well told.
Yeah.
And you think about all the people that do go to the Outer Banks, you go there for sand and surf and your family fun. You'll go there the next time thinking about those type of things with the spooky stories that are happening
But you
there.
almost want to be able to find out what's inside those books and inside those stories just a little bit during the day while it's light outside.
Outer Banks is a good TV show, too. You got to check that out.
Yeah. All right, Tara.
Have you heard those whispers in the background,
Yes,
too?
yeah.
Ooh, creepy. All right.